Today's video is not just about a basic data validation, but we will talk about how we can build a smart data validation or a smart drop-down list. We will make the content of drop-down list dynamic so that whenever I am adding any new category in my list, it will update my drop-down list automatically. We will also see how we can validate for a specific entries. For example, the value provided should fall within a range. I will also brief you about how you can add this type of information box in the cell for your user and how we can change the warning or error message that we show to the user when they enter any wrong value in the cell. So let's get started. Let's take a simple example here. Suppose your organization is working on different projects, say project A, B, C, D and so on. And different project managers are handling these projects. You already have the list of projects with you and you need other project information from these project managers. So for that you have created a template like this, wherein you need the project name, the start date of the project code and some description about the project. Now you will also make sure that everyone type in correct information here, and you want to minimize the errors in your data. No spelling errors, no wrong data and no data mistakes. Let's start with the project name. Like I said, you already have the list of projects with you and you want your users to type in the correct project name here that you already have in the list. For that, the best option is to create a drop-down list for your users so that they can select the project name directly from there to avoid any spelling mistakes. For that, go to data validation. And by default, the Excel allows any value in the cell. So from here, we will choose list and then it asks for the source. If you have some static projects which are hardly going to change in the future, then you can type in your source here. For example, A, B, C, D and click on OK. You can see that you have a drop-down list wherein you have 4 options. But if this list is dynamic, then the best option is to create a list somewhere in the Excel and then give a cell range here. For example, I already have a list here and I am giving these cell references and click on OK. Now you can see that in the drop-down list you have the options available that you already have in your list. Now my project list is dynamic. Say I have a new project in the list and I have added it at the end. In the drop-down list you cannot see that project because in the data validation you have given the cell references from A2 to A5. There are 2 methods to include that new project in your list. One is to change your data references from A2 to A6. Click on OK, check your list, it is there. The second option is I am doing Ctrl Z. Let's see, yes, I have the old reference A2 to A5. The second option is add or insert a new row here and move your project in between the already existing projects. So you can see that your new project is added in the list. What if I don't want to insert the row every time I get a new project? I want to add my new project at the end of my list and I also want that this should be added in my drop-down list. So let's see how we can do that. Suppose I have a new project, say project B, which I want to add at the end of my list. And the very first step is to convert your data set into a table format. Click on any cell in your data set and press Ctrl+T from your keyboard. This will convert your data into table format. Check this box if you have headers in the table and uncheck if you do not. Click on OK. There is a new tab available at the top of your Excel file, and on the top left corner you have a table name. You can rename your table and give it a relevant name, say project list, and press enter. we are going to use this table name reference in our data validation. So let's see how we can do that. Go to data validation. Now the syntax would be first the name of the table, which is project list, square bracket open, the name of the table header, which is project name, close the square bracket. If I click on OK, it will throw me an error because data validation does not like this table referencing style directly, which I just used. And the advantage of Excel tables is that your ranges updates automatically. So I want to use the table here. So the workaround is to use the indirect function. The indirect function turns a text into an address. So here I will give this reference to my indirect function like this, and then it translates it to the range reference. Click on OK. You will see that in the drop down list your new project B is added. If I want to add more projects in the list, they will get updated in this drop down list automatically. So to repeat the steps, first step is convert your dataset into the table format by pressing Ctrl+T from your keyboard. From the top, if you want to change your table name, change it to a relevant name, and then in your cell, in the data validation, change your syntax like this. I have provided this in the description if you want to take the reference from there, and then click on OK. Now we will improve a bit more here. We are going to add two more things. One is the hint to the user on what they need to do in this cell, and the second one is the error message that will be shown to the user when they type in any incorrect value. So go to data validation, go to input message. This will be the hint to the user on what they need to do in this cell. So I am writing here select from drop down list. Click on OK, and there is a pop-up message for the user. When they click on this cell, this pop-up message will appear. To write the error message, go to this tab error alert and type your own error message that you want to show to the user. I am writing here, please select from the drop down list only, and click on OK. When they type in the incorrect value in this cell and pressing enter from the keyboard, they will be shown this error message that we select from the drop down list only. Let's explore more options in data validation. So for the project start date, I want that my users should put the date of today or the dates before today and not any future date. For that, go to data validation. In the settings, select date, and in the data, I want that my date should be less than or equal to the date of today, and click on OK. So today is 5th of June. If I am writing 5th June, it is accepting, and if I am writing 6th June, it is not accepting and throwing an error. Again, you can change this error as per your requirements. So go to data validation, go to error alert and type in your own error message that you want to show to your users. Click on OK. So when I am writing 7th of June, it is showing me a customized error message. Please do not provide any future date in this cell. Let's move on to the next column, project code. For example, as per my company guidelines, the length of my project code should be equal to 5, neither less than 5 nor more than 5. So go to data validation. In the settings, select text length. In the data, select equal to and length equal to 5. Click on OK. So if I am writing 5 letters here, it is accepting, and if I am writing more than 5, it will throw me an error. Again, you can make this error as per your requirement. So go to data validation, error alerts, and provide any custom message here. Click on OK. So if you are giving more than 5 length, then it is showing you the custom message that you have provided in your data validation. It will accept the numbers as well as the alphabets. Now in the project description, I want that my users should provide some detailed information here, and the letters that they provide should be greater than say 20. So go to data validation, select text length, and from data select greater than, write it here say 20 and click on OK. So if I am writing less than 20 letters, then it will throw me some irrelevant error message, and I will change this message from here error alert and click on OK. So if I am writing anything which is less than required, it will throw me an error, please provide at least 20 letters in project description. So I will write, I'm happy and my life is beautiful. So it will accept. Now we are left with the last step here. We have applied all the validations in the first row of this template. So we are going to copy this validation, select till wherever you want, and then right click from your mouse, click on paste special, choose this option validation and click on OK. This way the validations will get copied till wherever you want, and the content will remain same in your first cell, and it is not pasted in the remaining cells of your template.